Welcome back, boys and girls. Okay, we are going to use a 10 frame to review some of our numbers that we've talked about. Okay, so you should have a 10 frame in your bag. It was on red. In our skills binder, we have a 10 frame like this. It actually looks like this because there's 3 10 frames. But we are going to work on our 10 frame. And remember, this week we're talking about the number 9. So we should be able to show on our 10 frame the numbers 1 all the way to 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Next week we'll work on the number 10. All right. So you have your 10 frame, and parents, you can use all kinds of things to work with a 10 frame. Small mini erasers, pennies, like we read in our penny book on Tuesday. You could get 9 pennies, you could get 9 little mini erasers, any kind of toys, anything that's really small that can fit in each little square. I've used water bottle caps, and I just put garage sale dots inside them. And then that's what I used for my kids to help them learn. All right, so we're going to be talking about and reviewing our numbers 0 all the way to 9. Now, I always tell my kids that when we have 0, 0, look at your 10 frame, means you have absolutely nothing. So if I was going to show you 0 on my 10 frame, I wouldn't put anything on it, okay? And we sent home some cards with you over Christmas break that had the numbers. Obviously, you're missing 8 and 9 from it because we've just been talking about those. So you can either write them on a card or flashcards. If you can't find them or need to make some for 8 and 9, just take some flashcards or a piece of paper, write the numbers on them, cut them up, and then it will help you to put it in front of your child so that way they can show you that number and you can check to see, do they know that number? Okay, so let's start with a number I'm going to show you. So let's start with, did they say it? Let's see, do you know what number this is? You should be able to tell by the shape of the number. That is number 7. So we are going to make 7 on our 10 frame. So take whatever mom and dad just gave you. If you need to pause the video, pause it, and you can go grab some things for them to work on their 10 frame with. So we're going to make the number 7. Okay, so I have my water bottle caps, and so we're going to make 7. Remember, whenever we're using a 10 frame, we go starting at the top and we go from left to right. When it's filled up, we go to the next row, starting on the left again, and work our way down. All right, so count with me. We're going to make 7. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to stop. This is sign language for stop. I use that sometimes in our classroom. So we're going to stop there because we got to the number 7. All right. Parents, this is a really good tool to be able to check and see if your child knows this number. That means they see the number by itself, nothing else, and they can tell you what number that is. So that's recognizing the number. When they add the objects, whatever you have, to the 10 frame, then that is showing you the number. So that is corresponding, relating the objects to the number. Okay, so that's 7. All right, and then you can just use your next card, or if you don't have them or don't want to make them, you can just write it on a piece of paper next to them. And let's work on this number. So let's see if you know what that number is. Tell Mom and Dad that number. Were you able to tell them? That is the number 8. So we're going to make 8 on our 10 frame now. So we're going to start again, starting at the top, working from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I said 8, so I'm going to stop putting on my 10 frame. Okay, so there is 8. This is the number 8, and this is showing 8. If the 10 frame is a little hard and you're trying to make sure they at least know it, you can have them just put objects on the table, counting to 8. But we are trying to recognize how to show on a 10 frame. Remember, it's called a 10 frame because there are 10 spots. 1, 2, let's count them without the objects on them. So if we're counting just the 10 frame boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 spots. That's why it's called a 10 frame. And then I only fill in the ones to match the number. Okay, let's go over the number we've talked about this week. So, let's see. I'm going to write it up here. Made my C. Put on my stick. What number is that? That's the number 9. That's the one we're talking about this week. So let's do 9 together, and then you can turn off this video, and you and Mom and Dad or Grandma, whoever's with you today, can make different numbers for you. Remember, we're doing the number 0 all the way through 9. So that includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0 and 9. Okay, so we're going to do number 9 together. Okay, so we start, remember, from the top, and we work our way from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go back, 6, 7, 8, 9. I said 9, so I'm going to stop there. So look, I only have one square that doesn't have anything in it. So this is how you show me 9. All right, I'm going to let you go, and I want you to keep working on this. Parents, if you notice a number that they don't recognize by looking at, though these are really good, do flashcards working with them, and you can work on those numbers. But this week we're working on the number 9, so have them count things for you, show you things when you're cooking or when you're grocery shopping or in the store. Have them look and say, do you see a number 9? Or what number is that? And that will help them recognize it, see it, say it, and it will help them learn their numbers. All right. I can't wait to see y'all next week.